some degree of identification that you'll know versus what they'll know. I believe it's Wendy, and when she shows herself coming through, she shows herself quite a difference and a size difference between two sloths. I believe that's what we'll identify as a size difference. She shows her colouring to be slightly different than the second sloth too. When you ask me, what does she want to share? And I'm thinking, you've got an opportunity to share anything you want. One of your questions might be how she's settling in, or how she feels as an ambassador. This is what she shares. All 3 little movies in a dream. She shares that she's very comfortable in captivity, that she knows no different. This is life. She has no other expectation, no other baseline or paradigm to come from. So this is what she knows. I have her, I know she's active right now, I have her showing a slightly different enclosure, I would think larger than what this is. She shows space. I believe they're solitary animals, or can be, or independent animals, and yet you wouldn't know from her. I think she shows different to the norm, that they might be here, there, everywhere. She's quite happy to be surrounded by other sloths, unusual. She's quite happy to be with another sloth, I think that's unusual. She does show a larger enclosure though. What does she like to eat? I know they like the leaf, showed that. She showed colourful fruit. That was a big one. I would have put my bets on like a pinkish or papaya colour, as well as a lighter, maybe yellow colour. So she showed a couple of fruits that she would really enjoy. Enclosure a tad larger. She does show herself quite close to people, not frightened of people, and not backing off of people. And I don't think there would be a knowledge to back off or to know what's okay, not okay, what's acceptable, what's not acceptable. She could be the type that if we had her out here, let's say, for people to come by and get a close-up look, she'd be the type that would go over the boundary versus retreat. So she's right behind you, it's really cute. I was going to say tactile, and then I'm thinking that's not the right word, but she shows herself quite tactile. And I believe we're not allowed to touch them with a view they go out, but she does like the tactile, and it's all she knows. So in other words, I could phrase it a little bit different, where I'd say we need to keep the distance in case they go out. She doesn't seem to know anything different. So for her world, it would be, I only know contact, and that's what I'd want to be moving towards, is contact. I've heard, where some people might say they can be a little aggressive. She does not show herself aggressive. So she doesn't have that defense. I think she would be curious and intrigued with that. So being an ambassador, absolutely great. It's all she knows. If one were to say, shall we put them back out, put Wendy back out, she wouldn't survive, because the way she behaves is not normal not indicative to sloths. That's how she shows it. And I've got one more piece. Oh, water. I could assume that blue is water. She shows actually quite liking the idea of a body of water, a pond. I was going to say the word pond.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, well, maybe blue, that's water. But she shows pond, so water down below would be a great addition. And I'm not sure if you've thought about that or have that, but I do have a little bit of water.
Yes. Excellent. Excellent.
So how do you feel?
I feel that's great. And I feel that you were spot on with her. We had 2 hammocks, so they could each have their own. And they refused to not sleep together, so tactile. And she really enjoyed it. I thought she would settle down. Sorry, Wendy, she still wants you.
She still wants to come out.
Yeah, no, I hear everything that you said. And it's, okay, now she's accepting. I think that, she's not getting out. I just wanted to have
see where that eye is if she stops coming over here again.
Yes. And I'm surprised Izzy hasn't come out. She always comes out. But I hear everything you say about Wendy, and I agree 100%. And I think the fruit you're seeing might be flowers, because
I've done that before. It's been flowers.
Yeah.
And I see fruit.
But spot on. That's exactly, the colors were perfect.
Okay.
So, and I forgot to bring them over. Remember, I was going to bring them over, the oranges color one. So I see it spot on, but I just have to say one thing.
Yeah.
That I have noticed, I feel like I'm with Dr. Doolittle, because I have noticed every animal is behaving in a way like someone's here. And it's very cool. I've got goosebumps.
It's very moving.
Yes.
Very moving. Because, of course, I walk in and you think, oh, they're always like
that. And I'm shocked. I mean, even the marmoset monkeys were making sounds I've never heard. So I thought that was very interesting. And everybody's like, someone's here, you know. And I'm sorry you don't all get to see her. But I think that was awesome.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Love it. And do they get water?
Oh, yeah, that's water.
That is water.
Yeah.
She showed water.
And then they have, this is a big container of water.
Right.
But yes, and I think the reason they like water is because they these two like to go to the bathroom in water. But I do see it on the ground. But I do know that they were raised with water to go to the bathroom. Yeah.
Good water, lots of water.
Yes.
And good, you know, not a water bowl. It was a significant area. But it's interesting. Now if I step out of my session and don't relay it like a conversation, what fascinated me was the style in which she approached it was, this is my norm. This is the world I know. I don't know any different.
Right.
And it would, so where I've communicated with some of your animals, where it seems to me that we're raising them to go back out, the way she phrased it was, this is all I know. I've not been trained to prepare me to go out.
Absolutely.
That's how she phrased it.
And she could never be released.
Okay.
Because the government, when we got her, did say, try to release. But it wouldn't be fair to them, because they wouldn't know how to live out in the wild, even if we trained her. Plus, the owner that gave them to us said, please don't release them. You know, but so we had to tell the government we would. We would try, but they're not capable yet of living in the wild. So we tried.
And in the past where I've done others of your animals, it's all been about, we can't do this because we're getting prepared. She didn't give this training of prep or
nothing,
or a desire, where I felt all the others had this huge movement to say, I'm trying to.
Right.
Hers is more, this is my life and this is what I love.
Yes.
And she's going against some of the instinct of other sloths, even if I don't know what that instinct is.
Yeah. No, but you're right. You're right. To come up to people, you know, I mean, what she was doing and sleeping with another sloth, that's not normal. That's not normal at all. So, I mean, and it was shocking when we saw that with the two hammocks, they ignored one and just slept in the other. Okay, and
say thank you to her.
Yes.
And then you want Izzy, yeah? Is it Izzy, or are you good?
I think I'm good.
You're good. It felt good to me as well.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Izzy would have come out if she had something to say. I really feel that. So
maybe she was the ambassador for both. I'm going to say thank you. It's really cute, Jennifer, in time, and I don't know if this is possible either, but what I could see was a larger enclosure where people would come and sit in it, but there's so much space that you're not too close to them. And she shows that, and I thought, what a cool experience that would be, where people walk in and they feel that they can feel the environment, but like I said, she's so far away that you can speak with her and about her from a distance. So yeah, she feels very much part of this place.
Yes, good, excellent.